Welcome to Painting with Rob. This is season 2, episode of the show, and we're going to get right into it. I'm happy to be back in the seat, back in the saddle. So today we're going to be drawing a chair and a saddle. One of them is for stepping on, sitting down on, and eating with, and the other is meant for it's kind of like it goes with a table sort of thing, where you put it at the table and then sit on it on the occasion. So we're going to start with the chair, because it's the simpler of the two, really. It's the easiest to make. People often discount the simpler parts of painting, but there's a beauty in the simple things, and you have to be able to appreciate that in order to make good art. Art is all about appreciation, for the record. I want to just get out there. I want to put it out there for once. Now, I've never made any definitive statements like this because art is so subjective. But art really, what it's all about at its core, is painting. And you want to grab these brushes. Get a nice chunk in here, because you want these fancy chairs that have the holes in the backs. The ones where, have you ever had imagined that you were being sucked out of the back of a chair through these little slots, and your back all folded up and fit through the slots here? Because that's an interesting thing to think of. You want to grab your regular brown, come across here with a nice platform. I call it the sitting spot, where you sit on the chair, is what I call this part here. Don't be afraid to make up jargon. When you're painting and you need a word to refer specifically to what you're painting, and you don't think the word exists, don't be afraid to make it. People like Picasso, who I've just read about the other day, they made up words all the time. He came up with the word Picasso, which describes his artwork. That's why they're always saying, have you seen this, there's a new Picasso sold for $25 and whatnot. I don't know how much it goes. I'm not part of the whole art scene or anything, but he invented that, and that's his thing. That's what everybody remembers. What was his name? Vincent for. It was painting, or coming up with the word for that painting that he painted. So we're going to fill these in. Notice how I made use of the space here and really made it a nice three-dimensional, beautiful thing. We're going to make it monotone as well, because chairs are not interesting. And that's why we decided to paint one today. They just suck. And so does painting. So do you. Once you're done with the front two legs, you're going to do the back two legs. If you do something like that, try to play it off like you meant for it to happen, and then undo it, and then do it again. And there's your chair. So today we're going to be working with negative space. Now, the first thing you have to know about negative space is forget about positive space. You're working in the negative now. You're taking away from the art to add to the art. That's what it's all about. That could have been a rap song. You grab white here. Get the saddle shape going. Look at that. Look at that. Didn't turn out great. Make sure you have a spot for your sith to sit. And this is where your sitting goes on. So imagine, if you will, a quick diagram. You're sitting here. And you're saying, woohoo! And you got your cowboy hat on. This is what you should be thinking of. When you're painting, think of everything as a bare bones skeleton drawing, and then adapt around that. It should all be painting, right? So, obviously, first things first, you're going to need some reins. Grab onto those puppies to hold onto the horse. You do need a horse. Wait a second. Oh God, I've already done a saddle. Today, so focus. Today is God. do in a situation like this? Yeah. What's up? So, welcome to the show. I am the host of it, and art is all about forgiving people for their mistakes and not holding judgment. Um, Even in so many years of profession, being a professional, people do make mistakes, and that's an okay thing to have happen. We didn't blame, who was it? Who was it? We didn't blame the guy for what he did because he said it was fine, so it's fine. It's fine. It's been a pleasure.